By far, our biggest issue outside of weather operationally is air traffic control. And the Secretary, to his credit, has acknowledged that they're 3,000 controllers short. And really, it's not their fault. This is something that goes back decades. And the budget for the FAA is smaller in real terms than it was 20 years ago. There's fewer air traffic controllers than there were 30 years ago. But it is a day in, day out problem that's all over the country, pops up in different places where it's a challenge. And what we're really doing is working hard. I'm spending a ton of time personally in Washington, D.C., lobbying to get an FAA reauthorization bill to get the FAA the resources that they need to run a world-class aviation and air traffic control system. I'm a big believer in SAF and what it means for our industry. United is, our commitment to SAF is larger than any airline in the world. And importantly, what we're trying to do is really build the industry. Instead of talking about the fact that if someone else creates SAF, we will buy it. We are going to have to help build the industry, as the aviation industry is going to have to help build this industry. So we're focused on investing in the startups, the R&D, to really create the industry and make it scalable and commercially viable. And that's what our focus is, because that's the only way we're going to get to our SAF targets in the decades to come. I've always thought carbon capture was one part of the solution for the globe. Carbon capture is something that's scalable. We understand the technology. It's another point in the Inflation Reduction Act, something called 45Q, that the government increased the support for carbon capture. And I think that can be a big part of the solution for the hard to decarbonize industries. Aviation is one of those, though we have SAF. There are many industries, whether it's steel, concrete, food production, that are not going to be decarbonized. And we're going to need other solutions like carbon sequestration to get the carbon out of the atmosphere. We've got the largest aircraft order that any airline in history has ever done. So we're excited to be really realizing the potential at United. And we have about 500 narrow bodies coming in the next few years, 200 wide bodies, assuming we take all of our options, coming. And we're really excited about the growth and what that means for United, but also what it means for our ability to connect people, unite the world, and also use our platform as the now largest airline in the world to make a difference on things like sustainability and really lead the way. We view it as that comes with an obligation to not just be a follower, but to help lead on sustainability, diversity efforts, safety, all of these things where we now have the size and the resources to be able to lead. So we're excited to grow, but more importantly, we're excited to be able to lead and hopefully get others along with us on some of these bigger picture efforts that matter.